The top three in our Fidelity Investments 5-star Grand Prix here at Wellington International during week 5 of the Winter Equestrian Festival. I'd like to introduce our top three. First, our winner, congratulations, Kent Farrington. In second place, Christian Cuk, and in third place, Mimi Gochman. Congratulations to all three of you. Kent, I'd like to start with you. You tried to keep it cool, but you couldn't help but crack a smile coming out after that jump off. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm very proud of that horse. I've been riding her since she was young. She's an incredible athlete, so it's really a great feeling to ride this horse in the ring. She's just such a fighter, incredibly careful. It's fun sport, regardless of the outcome. So nice to come out with a win, but I was thrilled with the horse either way.
And she's super experienced, but every 5-star win must be a great feeling. Talk a little bit about how this ranks in her wins.
I mean, this is a home show, a Rolex venue. I live here in Wellington. I've ridden here my whole life, so we have a great atmosphere, home crowd. It's always great sport. We've got all these guys coming over. We've got the best in the world with the best horses, so we're in good company. Great sport and a great win.
Yeah, tonight we had 5 of the top 10 in the world, 9 of the top 20 in the world. You're here on home soil. What does it mean for you to have that caliber of horse and rider?
I mean, I'm very, very proud that we have this level of sport here in America. It's come a long way from when I was a kid riding here to what it's become today, and for what they have planned for the future. I think it's really exciting for the horse sport here in America.
And you said you got to watch Christian go first. Talk a little bit about what your plan was for the jump off after seeing that round.
I mean, you know, he had a tough draw going first, and a fast class is always difficult. That's probably the most difficult position to win the class from, because everybody gets to watch you go and then dissect you around and think where they can catch you. I thought he rode exactly what my plan was going to be, almost a foot perfect round. Our time at the end is fractions. That's a tiny bit of a line, being more inside or more outside, and I think that's probably where I caught him today.
Great, thank you so much. Christian, we'll move on to you. A couple weeks ago, you were sitting here in first. Tonight, you're second. Obviously, you'd want to trade places with Kent, but you must be really pleased with Checker this evening.
Yeah, no, I'm really pleased with Checker. I mean, he jumped his third Grand Prix here and the third clear round, and he won twice and second today. I'm very happy about that. Honestly, my basic instinct told me after I came out that it's not enough today, and I knew exactly who is going to beat me. Like Ken said, it's not the easiest if you're first to go in a jump off with 11 riders. I tried my very best. Honestly, I got a very good jump off. I knew that, but like Ken said, I think we had exactly the same strides everywhere, but then in the end he could see where the 8 or the strides are maybe a little slow in the end, and he could use the way a little bit better than me. He did that already to the third fence, and then especially to the last. I expected the 8 a little longer, so I went a bit too early, and I had to wait in the end, and I got a little bit of a slow jump there, and that actually, I knew it will be between 0.3 or 0.5 of a second, and that actually what happened in the end.
Great, and can you talk a little bit about what goals you've maybe set for yourself and Checker throughout the rest of the season here in Wellington?
Yeah, I mean, he came from a little break, and I jumped the 4-star 2 weeks ago just to get back in rhythm a little bit, which went already very, very good. So basically he feels ready to go. He showed that tonight. We have a couple of more 5-star Grand Prix coming up here, so I really will focus on the Grand Prix always with him, because there's many still to jump. We have a few weeks ahead, so I have to be careful with my horses that I don't jump too many rounds. I'm in a lucky position that I don't have to qualify for the Grand Prix. That takes a lot of pressure away from the horses. So I can see a little bit how they feel, and I can always save them a little bit for the Grand Prix. But I mean, the big goal here is the Rolex Grand Prix in the last week. There's no question about, and I hope that I can keep that shape up now over the weeks. I mean, he feels very happy here in general, so that's a good sign. But anyway, the last week definitely is for us to go, yeah.
Great, thank you so much. And Mimi, we'll move on to you. Sitting here with the reigning Olympic champion and one of the top U.S. riders next to you, how does this win feel?
It feels incredible. I'm super grateful to be here. My horse jumped amazing, and we had a really good plan that I tried to stick to as close as I can. But when you're competing against people that you've looked up to your whole life or that you watch to know every day, it's just a really cool feeling, and I'm super grateful to be here.
And you've also been super consistent this season so far. Can you talk a little bit about your partnership with this particular horse?
Yeah, I think this is coming up on a year and a half with him. He's fantastic. He's one of the smartest horses I've ever worked with. He has perfect ability to do everything, and he learns so quickly. We've been working on our consistency, like you said, and just jumping clear rounds and being a consistent pair together in these bigger classes. So I'm hoping that we can continue the progress through the rest of the season, but he's always game and he's really quick across the ground, so hopefully we can continue an upward trend.
And the atmosphere was electric tonight. We were a completely sold out venue. What does it mean for you as an up and coming U.S. rider to experience that here?
I love it here. I've always come to the Saturday Night Lights classes, and I've always dreamt of doing very well here, and I think it makes it it makes me feel really amazing because I grew up doing this, I've grown up watching it, and to be able to do it myself and see what it feels like is amazing, and to have all this support and be able to sell out a crowd like this is really incredible for our sport, and I'm really glad that we're able to put on a good show here.
And specific to you as a rider, what's next for you? What are you aiming at throughout the rest of the season and the year moving forward?
Yeah, very similar to what Christian said. I'm going to keep focusing on the 5-star competitions here with Alfie. Hopefully I will also aim him for the Rolex Grand Prix at the end of season and try to jump a clear around there and continue to stay consistent and cool in the head. So that's pretty much the goal for right now.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Ken, just one more for you. Is the World Cup final on your radar at all this year?
I wanted to get some points, so I had the option to choose. I think this year in particular is a tall order coming from outside and big venues like this. Basel's particularly small, so I'm not sure that I'll be ready to go. I only want to go if I think I can contend for the title. So I think this year I'll most likely will skip it, but we'll see where we're at a little bit closer.
Great, thank you. Does anyone else have any questions? All right, we'll just ask the three of you if you could please stand up for a quick photo.